everyone, welcome to the channel. This is Violet at Starling Acres. We are starting with the 12 days of Christmas. We're going to talk about 12 of our does, one per day, as we get closer and closer to the holidays. Today I want to talk about Silly Tilly. Now, Tilly is a camera hog. She is destructive and she likes to escape. She's really smart and she eats a lot. This year, as a first freshman, her milk production was absolutely lousy. Lovely Tilly came to us from Central Alberta, close to, Central Alberta. And she's so hilarious. We tried kid separating when we first got her so we could get milk from her half the time. And she spent the entire first month with us screaming, and she was so skinny. I was thinking to myself, oh dear, if this is what a Nubian looks like, super skinny and super hungry, we're never going to get any milk. But as you can see, she is smart. She could see where I got the grain from, and she uses the mouth like a hand. Very smart goat. The problem with a smart goat is they're the ones that require superior fences. Excuse me, what did you do with my lid? Superior fences and defenses. But I'm hoping this year, as a second freshener, she udders up nicely because we have a mini Nubian who has had the best lasting lactation. Now, Tilly had a tiny udder, good placement, but a tiny udder, and she yielded very little milk. I think she only had one buckling this year, and she never got to her full potential. There we are. Here too. Tilly, that's not gonna fly. Get out of there. Gosh. So I like having smart goats because they're kind of fun, but it really does make things a bit more challenging. However, because she's so smart, she's managed, despite the competition, to get enough to eat. Wouldn't you say? She's very mild, and she was disbudded, and we don't want anything to happen. But yeah, if I sneak up on her and I look at her udder, I think, she was the second goat we got because I had a pygmy. The pygmy was giving us like very little. And then you came and you gave us very little. And I was so disappointed. But then again, I guess the prices I'm talking for a Nubian are pretty bargain basement. We paid $300 or $350 for her and her weather. And well, fact is, she's very, very entertaining. My kids love her. Proportionately, she's like a horse for them, right? So for me, she's like a proper sized goat. I'm hoping she makes lots of milk this year. Would you do that for us? She loves the camera. She's a big camera hog, aren't you? Tilly, you're so silly. Yes, you are. Where are you going? But like all curious goats, she remembers there's delicious food to be had. So away we go. Where's my food? I wonder if she'll follow me. Tilly. Yep. She's thinking, just maybe there's a trick. I'm worried because Nubians have a different cycle than Nigerian dwarves, that we might not get even close to having Tilly babies until next fall. Because I don't think she got bred. She was screaming at the door, and I think we missed it because we didn't have an appropriate buck at the time. No, we didn't. So she might just be our favorite giant pet goat for a while. Or maybe she secretly got bred, but that would have had to be pretty sneaky. She almost took down the door trying to get to her boyfriend, but she didn't get out. Anyway, she's looking superior this year. The fall is agreeing with her. Her condition is better. And we'll go say hi to her baby. She was very upset when we separated them. And he's pretty cute. He's so cute. Tilly, you'll make us lots of milk, right? Yes. We got a great big goat to make us lots of milk. And this is when I learned that when you're shopping for goats, you actually want to learn a little bit. First fresheners, they might not actually produce very much, especially if they only have a singleton. All right, so when you're shopping for milk goats, even if they're a larger breed like a Nubian, hey, quit it! Quit eating my jingle bells! Anyway, if you're shopping, I suggest spend a little bit more to get your milk production where you want, because I've got a whole bunch of unproductive animals eating a whole bunch of hay, and they're now all my best friends. I'm not talking about you. You're a cow. You're gonna be very productive. And so are you, Giselle. However, you're big now. It was easy. It was even fun when they're out on pasture. But now they're my grain monsters. The llama? He actually is a pretty modest eater. He probably eats as much as Tilly. That's right, Tilly. You're as greedy as the llama. He's very dainty. And you get all you need. But I am hopeful. Yeah, are you gonna... Stop biting my jingle bells, Chrissy. Oh no, don't eat it. Don't eat it. Don't eat it. Spit it out. Spit it out. You're a goat. No. Chrissy! Goats are too silly. I can't believe you did that. No, Tilly. You and Chrissy. Now this one, Chrissy. We'll talk about her another day. Yes, my beautiful Nubian, who came full of promise and hope and delivered nothing for milk. So disappointed, Radagast. Are you gonna let me touch you? Can I touch you? Can I please touch you? Oh. He won't spit at me, but he won't let me brush him. He's gonna go Excuse you? No! Did you get a bell? It looks like we got some damage to your ear, Flopsy. Okay, that's too bad. We tagged everyone, and that was a bad idea. Do not tag your goats. If they're miniature, their ears aren't big enough. And they get caught on things. Yes. Oh, you were so cute. You have such a good smile. And you're like 4 times the size you were when we got you. Yes, you are. Friendly like your mommy. But unfortunately, a Nubian buck wouldn't make any sense on a farm full of Nigerian dwarfs. So he is a Nubian wether. The thing is boys, first you love your goats, and you take care of them, and then they take care of you. That's what I tell my kids, because you do know in this pen I've got the smartest goats on the farm, and we've built them a really nice windbreak, which means they will be soon jumping the fence. But yes, right there, little guy there, that is Tilly's boy, Flopsy. His mom is way too smart for our own good. And there you have it. That was does of Christmas, 12 does of Christmas. That was Tilly for our first 12 does of Christmas. Silly Tilly, the most non-functional animal of the year. But I think next year she's going to do better. I got a good feeling based on what happened with Bunny, our mini Nubian first freshener, who actually has different issues, but did good production. All right, thank you. If you want to join us for the rest of the 11 dough days of Christmas, don't forget to subscribe and like the channel. Bye-bye.